brand is an important factor in attracting external talent. Then, where needed, lower financial rewards can be countered with alternative benefits and employer values such as social responsibility.
So that's attracting talent, ma'am.
Yes.
So how about developing talent?
Developing talent development should be linked other learning and development initiatives. So appropriate learning and development interventions are required at relevant in the career path or taken materials to achieve their maximum potential. So developing talent needs informal as well as formal learning interventions. So these interventions will include conventional development activities, but there is also the opportunity to use creative alternatives such as talent coaching and mobility.
However, managing talent is what?
Managing talent or the active steps, plans, and activities are needed to retain and engage talent reacquired for the future health of one's organizations. So investment in management, leadership, and other development activities will positively impact in talent retention. And organizations should develop a performance culture where individuals and take responsibility for the continuous improvement for business processors under own skill development.
Wow, very well said. Ma'am Cardillo, I have a question for you. What is the essence of evaluating talent management?
Evaluation of talent management.
Sir, do you believe that talent management serves as a strategic practice?
Yes, of course. Talent management or owning the talents of your employees would always be a strategic move in improving the performance of the company.
Anyway, sir, what do you mean the word talent management?
Well, talent management, we have to dissect two words. First is the talent, second is management. Management, for one, would refer to you managing. It would refer you honing, discovering, improving, maintaining, and of course improving the talent of your employees. Talent would refer to the skills of your employees, skills, capabilities, abilities, etc. So talent management, if you would combine them, would mean you identifying what's the capability of your employee and discovering what more can you offer, improving that, honing that, developing that in order for you to get the company goal.
So, sir, what are the substantial benefits when we implement talent management services or purchase individuals company?
Alright. Feels like I'm in board exam again now. Alright. But what are the substantial benefits of doing a talent management? Well, first of all, talent management is part of human resource. Human resource is always the best asset of the company. In a company. That's the most, if not expensive, the most valuable asset of the company. By doing talent management, you'll be able to assess, or you'll be able to identify, to begin with, where you stand in the company. People, for that matter, where your people stand. What kind of people do you have? And identifying what more your people can give to the company. And of course, it's also part of the process wherein you identify how could you let out the best of the person, the best in that person in their performance. So basically, talent management would give you a benefit, or the company would benefit from talent management by giving you a strategic outlook to where your people can still improve.
So, sir, given, sir, highly talented people have different values and motivation from the majority of people.
Correct, that's right.
More is expected from them and they expect more in return, often have a significant impact and high cost. So in that statement, sir, do you believe that it causes failure or should I say success of one's company?
Alright. I would have an internal hemorrhage after this interview. You're too stiff, come on. Yes, highly talented people. Of course, if you are identified as one of the assets of the company in terms of performance or in terms of skills and capabilities, definitely more would be expected from you. And it's a common behavior or character or attitude of highly talented people that they would expect more from the company as well in terms of compensation, in terms of flexibility on some of the policies applied to them because, you know, they are under the impression that we give more, then we expect more as well. In terms of it causing a high cost to the company, which would eventually result to a failure because of these high costs, unexpected high costs, I would beg to disagree on that because aside from salary, there are actually other things wherein you could motivate highly talented people. That is actually the work of the employee relations officer, wherein they would devise activities, some incentives, some non-monetary benefits that they could give to these particular employees as a reward to their impressive and impressive performance, wherein it would not cost them much. The likes of health benefits, the likes of motivation such as outings, state buildings, sending them to seminars, giving them growth when it comes to personal growth, career growth. So it really depends. I wouldn't say that highly motivated or highly talented people would require high costs. It's actually the strategy of HR already wherein they would have to think of non-monetary benefits to motivate their employees. And that goes to say as well to all employees, not just the highly talented people. It applies to all employees.
Okay, sir. Last question, sir.
Hallelujah. It's last question.
Sir, do you believe that talent management is a systematic attraction, identification, development, engagement or retention, and employment of those individuals who are of particular value to an organization?
Yes, I believe it. Say yes or no. Why? That's the very essence of talent management. To begin with, you would not be able to manage a certain thing if you do not identify what's in there. And you do not identify or you do not define where would you want to use that particular item and where would you want it to be. In order for you to get the bigger picture, you would have to check to begin with what are the small details. And those small details would definitely begin to identifying what kind of talent would you be needing in a certain goal. After you identify that, of course you would have to attract people, attract a certain individual or certain people with certain capabilities or characteristics in order for them to fit to the job. Once you have that person already, and once you assess what the person has to offer, then you would have to check then what more can you give. And then how you would have to both think or plan how could you make the most out of what he already has now, and how can you let out what more you think he can give. And then after that, you will have to improve. It is a cycle. You will have to improve, retain, and in any case that you would like to resign, then you would have to offer some retention offers to them in order for them to stay. It's not just attracting, honing, improving, and then you let them go after that. You have to make sure that you make the most out of them, that your investment already had a substantial return to the company because all of these activities are investing to one employee.
Very well stated. Well, sir, thank you so much for
Sure,
your time,
problem.
sir. So, this is the end of our interview, but stay tuned, guys.